Hi, Leo. Welcome to your love reading for March 1st through the 15th. For those of you who are now just tuning in, these are generalized readings, so not everything in the reading may pertain to you because it's not specifically focused towards you. I'm doing things a little differently. My single readings have a lot to do with introspection and reflection because I believe in the law of attraction. You get back what you put out, so it does a lot of inner work touching on what's going on inside of you. But we do touch on a little bit, as to whether or not new love will be coming into your life. And then I move into my couple spread, which is pretty much the same as I've always done. However, at the end, we touch on the physical aspect of your relationship. Okay, so right now I'm going to start on my single reading. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at montreflotarot@gmail.com. I'm also available to do private readings upon request. Okay. So the first card in the spread is the Two of Cups, and this represents what you want. This represents you meeting someone in a union, long-lasting union, a soulmate connection to where you feel seen and heard for exactly who you are. But a relationship where there's a balance, where you could see things through each other's eyes. The next card is the Ace of Cups, and this represents what you know. I think that you're a huge fan of love and that you believe in love, and that this represents your positive outlook to where that you will find love. But this also has to do with you being ready to receive that love and that abundance, and also having this wonderful positive attitude in which we go about it. The next card is the Chariot, and this represents what you feel. This makes me wonder if you're feeling kind of all over the place. Part of your soul is going in one direction, part of your soul is going to the other, and you're just trying to keep things into control and handle things so that you can move forward in one direction instead of sort of all over the place. The next card is the Four of Pentacles, and this has to do with what the reality is. This lets me know, I think that sometimes when you approach relationships, that maybe you could be overbearing and even sometimes smothering. And I think that's just because you have a very protective nature, strong nature. I mean, you are Leo. However, what this means to me is that you just need to take a step back and try and execute it in a different way, because you can come across as being kind of smothering at times, okay? So the next card is the Nine of Cups, and this represents your weakness in the matter. This has to do with a hope, a dream. So sometimes what this lets me know is sometimes I think maybe you have this expectations of what things should be, and this is a reminder that no relationship is perfect, that you need to take it with the ups and the downs, and really practice being within that balance, because life works in a balance. Okay, you can't have one without the other. You have good and bad. You have to live in that yin and yang. So the next card is the Strength card, and this is the heart of the matter. This is you taking control of situations and executing and wanting and getting what you want, so to speak. This also has to do, this reminds me of the Four of Pentacles and the nature, and this is very appropriate, because you are a Leo, so we have this Lion card here as well. But this has to do in strength and acknowledgement that you are okay on your own, um, which leaves you open for a really good opportunity for people to come in because you're in this wonderful space. The next card indicates your strength, and this is the Tower. So this has to do with your ability to bounce back from sudden change. This also could indicate that maybe there was a sudden change that ultimately changed you, that really molded you into who you are, but which led to this wonderful space that you're in to manifest and attract this new type of love that's going to be entering into your life. The next two cards are the Four of Pentacles, or excuse me, the Four of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. The Four of Cups has to do with everything looking okay on the outside, but underneath there could be hurt or pain. I mean, for example, I could tell you you're beautiful, I could tell you you're smart, and all these wonderful things, but inside this can indicate some doubt. So maybe even though you believe in love, and you have an idea of the type of love you want, maybe sometimes you don't always feel that you're deserving of it. We also have the Ten of Pentacles up here, which represents deep family connections, deep abundance, okay? I want you to really lean on your loved ones and your family so that you can move forward, especially when you're having these feelings of doubt. The next card is the Seven of Wands, and this is the outcome. This is you standing your ground, you standing in your truth, and ultimately honoring who you really are, and using that approach when somebody enters into your life, because you really want to stay true to who you are and be that true reflection of yourself. That way you're entering into this relationship into an honest way, and therefore the relationship can grow. Okay, so this reading has a lot to do again with the introspection and reflection of where you are now, and just touched on a few things that you've been through, but you're in a really good space, and this is just a reminder to continue to stay true to who you are and honoring your truth within yourself. Okay, so now I'm going to move forward into my couples reading. Oops. Okay, so the first card in the spread is the Ace of Cups, and this represents what you're bringing into this relationship. So this is a relationship that you wholeheartedly jumped into. It's also a very deep relationship, a relationship that you have a deep connection with this individual, and that you really feel like anything is possible. And this also has to do with an acknowledgement of, I just keep wanting to go back to the abundance of opportunities that you continue to see with your partner. And that's even if you've been with this partner for a really long time. The next card is the Eight of Pentacles, and this represents where you are now in regards to the other person. And this has to do with continuing to build that forward momentum, continuing to move forward. This could indicate possibly if you guys are in a newer relationship, so to speak, where you're dating, this could indicate you guys moving forward and possibly moving in together. This can indicate wanting to move forward towards an engagement, marriage, family, even a house. The next card is the Four of Swords, and this represents what you're hoping to get from the relationship. And I think that this really touches on the Eight of Pentacles, continuing to move that forward momentum. And this is a reminder that you might be overthinking things and just to take a step back and chill out and let things unfold the way that they're supposed to. The next card is the Three of Swords, and this represents what the other person is bringing to this relationship with you. And the Three of Swords is a heartache card. This could indicate a heartache that he or she has experienced in the past and has brought into this relationship, things that that he or she has carried with them, you know, those emotional burdens that we always carry on our backs. The next card is the Hanged Man, and this has to do with what they're getting out of the relationship. This has to do with a lot of acknowledgement of things that have gone wrong in the past, and things that he or she is really willing to change within him or herself. It's a positive card, you know, wanting to continue that forward or momentum so that, you know, he or she can move forward as a person and grow. And I think that it has to do with this stuff that he or she is carrying from the past. The next card is the Ten of Cups, and this indicates what they're hoping to achieve with you. You know, as you can see, we have a family here. We have a rainbow, so this is the real deal. This person is 100% invested in wanting to move forward with you and, you know, wanting to build things with you as well. The next card indicates how you see the other person, and this is the Four of Pentacles, and this is making me wonder if you see this person as very protective over this relationship. It's somebody who can sometimes come across as being smothering and overbearing. The next card is the Four of Cups, and this represents how your partner sees you. This indicates that, you know, everything on the outside looks okay, but underneath, you know, there's some hurt. There's, you know, heartache, where he could tell you, you know, you're very beautiful, you have wonderful qualities. However, you don't feel that way. This makes me wonder if there's, you know, a lack of self-worth. The next card is the Outcome, and this is the Nine of Wands. This has to do with success after a battle, okay? It's going to be a long haul, and I think that it's going to take work, but ultimately I think that you guys are going to be able to move past these things and move forward. So with that said, I'm going to touch on your physical connection. So what we have here is we have the Six of Cups, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and we also have the Four of Cups. What this is letting me know is I think that, you know, you have a deep desire for this person. You like to think of you and him, or, you know, you and your partner together a lot. You like to daydream and continue to build on that. Your partner really tries to woo you, to entice you. This can indicate, though, that sometimes, you know, you pull away when your partner is trying to engage you, and that sometimes you can be easily distracted. This also indicates, we have the Four of Cups, that you're somebody who's very sought after, and that you could have people trying to vie for your affections, okay? But ultimately, since we have this card where, you know, your heart is on you and him, I don't think we need to worry about other people trying to take you away. But maybe you might want to make a conscious effort to recognize that your partner is still trying to woo you. So with that said, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me at mantraflowtarot@gmail.com. Thanks, you guys.